portions of it. I mean, if you don't want to, then that's, or if you wanted to come to the accounting, the basic accounting and the basic, the NISC recommended who comes to the training.
I guess that wasn't people not wanting to come. I was thinking of somebody out in the field, an emergency and they can't make it to the training, and then they can make it up.
Yes, they can make it up. It will
I
be
guess
recorded.
somebody needs to stress to them the importance of getting the training.
I sent an email out yesterday stating the importance and listed everything of what we had to do.
Good.
I know the mayor's back in the project. I mean, the feedback from all of our department heads is good. I mean, Willie is 100% supportive. He's been involved in a lot of the implementation of it. I just got off the phone this morning with Todd. He's, getting his people set up and getting their emails set up. So, I mean, from what I understand, everybody's excited and wants this,
Yeah.
Wants
I think
this
it's
to
a great,
get going.
great thing. I just want to make sure everybody gets
Yeah.
trained to be able to utilize it properly.
right. And because it is so much different than what we've had, it is a lot of training, but it's important that we all get that training and we understand the software before we start and understand what the software is capable of doing.
Right. I'm totally in favor of moving forward.
Because the building's 2 months behind,
Right.
and because we have somebody who maybe rents a home and pays $100 deposit, and now they don't pay their bill for a month, now we're gonna go out to look at, to shut it off, now there's 3 months there. And that's where the billing comes in. This new software will actually contact you by your cell phone or by your email to let you know, Tom, I just wanna let you know, you're down to $50. Tom, we want to let you know you're down to $30. Tom, we will let you know that at 2:30 tomorrow morning, if you don't put something on your credit card on this, and you can use any credit card, you don't have to go to paygov.com. You use any credit card anywhere in the world, your power will be turned off at 2:30 a.m. And it'll turn it off, the software will turn it off. And it'll turn it back on as fast as you put some money in the account.
And the first 3 trainings that everybody's expected to go to are just, those basic entry things, like how you get into the software, how you navigate the software if you want to look at what someone what someone is owed or on their bill or whatever. And the reason why it's important for everybody to do that, the guys in the field, if they get a call on the weekends, they're going to need to get into the software and see what's going on. So they need to know how to get in and navigate as much as possible. And the people that are going to be initiating the work orders are the people that are listed here on the training. Jill's actually on there just to keep the mayor's office in the loop. I'm not sure that the mayor's office will be involved as much, but we put her on every single thing just to know. She knows when the training was. She knows when people were expected to be there.
Right. So as far as the customer, will they still get a bill in the mail, or they just go online and pay it?
They will. The first month, all the customers will get the bill in line. This is just the training for us. We also have customer training. So there will be, when the customer logs into the SubHub to set up what they would like to see on their own individual account, they can elect whether they want to be electronic or if they want a paper bill or if they want their bank to pay the bill for them, if they want, there's 1,000 different, it seems like 1,000 different ways to pay your bill nowadays. So the customer will log on to the SubHub to customize how they want their bills to be, which will also be a lot on our office as far as education. So, and I would like the people that are on here, it's important too, just to, if you're in the public and someone asks you about, the new software, the bill, I want everyone to be educated enough to be able to talk them through any kind of, you can go to the Smart Hub and log in be able to view your bill there. But we also realized, NIST had stated to us that a lot of, at the beginning, there's a ton of questions coming in, how do I set this up? How do I do this? How do I do that?
So is there way for, I'm thinking if there's any older people that don't even have computers, for them to pay and
Oh yeah, they will still get a paper bill that will come to them. Everyone will get a paper bill unless they go and sign up to get it otherwise. So the paper bill will come to you just like it always did.
okay.
And then if you want to set up your account online, you can do so. Otherwise, you can not even know that it even happened, other than the bill will look a little different.
Yeah.
The paper bill is going to look a little different. And it's actually, I should have brought that too. I didn't know we'd get this far into the discussion, but we don't have it customized yet to see what it's going to look like. That's coming in some of the training. Let's see, on Tuesday. It'll be coming soon, but they're customizing. I have sent them what we would like for the bill to look like. That will come to us, and the layout of everything, it actually is really nice. It has drafts on it where you can see how much consumption you used each month on there, which is another nice feature, especially if they get a leak or something, and it's going to show those graphs of, or if with the software will also offer budget billing. I know a lot of I know the gas company does a budget billing. The software also does what they call credit scoring. They don't recommend that you put anybody on budget billing unless they have a high credit score with you. So some customers will be eligible for the budget billing. The software, we are not going to implement budget billing until we've been in the software a little while and we get some scores coming in. But if you have a high score, then we will be able to set you up on budget billing, which means you would pay a consistent amount each month for your utilities.
And we want the folks to know that this is not really going to, if you own a house, this is really just going to be normal. Just pay your deposit but this is more for renters. Because a house, if somebody's delinquent, we can lien the house, we can lien the property. So with that said,
So what do we need a motion for?
we need a motion to go forward and to approve the closure of the utility office for a half a day for 18 different training days. So is there a motion?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion for
I'll
training.
second.
Karen Brishes, second set. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, people say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much, Melina. Good job, good job. Thank you for doing all this. I know it's a hair pull, so thank you so very much. Next, we have the mask waiver brought to us by Ms. Emily Kelly.
I just have one waiver this week, and it is for the Youth Grant Making Council. They are going to be assembling Valentines for senior citizens. So on Friday is the date, this Friday is the date they're asking for. And they're just gonna use one of our larger conference rooms to assemble those Valentines, so they can deliver
We're
them.
going to do Valentine's this Friday. They missed it, didn't they?
Couple days.
Couple days, but that's still good. Is there a motion to give a waiver for children to make Valentine's for seniors?
I'll make a motion.
Karen Brishes makes a motion. Is there a second?
I will second.
Tom seconds. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous. Thank you. Again, Ms. Keller on mass lease.
You're gonna hear a lot from me today. We have a new lease client coming into Mass. They're running a small office to do some of their work out of. They needed like a good internet connection and stuff. I think you have a copy of their lease. And we just need approval for that to be signed by the mayor.
What type of work she do?
She's a nurse case manager.
Always a good thing to get another room.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve that lease.
Tom Bruce makes the motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grish seconds, any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you. Mid-America Science Park lease amendment.
We have a lease client that has been with us since July of last year. They are amending their lease to make some changes cosmetically, and we are also making some changes for them to their space. It's New Life International. They're a very good tenant for us. So we just have a amendment to their lease that we had already made up.
Okay.
And that you have a copy of that as well. So we just need approval for the mayor.
I'll make a motion to approve the lease amendment.
Tom Bruce makes the motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen seconds that, any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye, thank you very much. Next is Ms. Keller again, approval to return of Mid-America Science Park deposit.
I let you guys know at the last meeting, one of our leasers was leaving last Friday, so we just need approval to return her deposit that she.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion to return deposit, is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grish seconds, questions? None? All in favor say aye.
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 Aye, unanimous, thank you.
Change it to my hat now.
Change hat now for new hires.
We have two new hires. One is the street and sanitation department, and then the other one is code enforcement. And then we also have, if you want to do both of these together, we also have the cell phone stipends for both of them and a clothing stipend for the code enforcement officer we hired.
Code enforcement is a part-time position, the street department
Should
is a
also
full-time
have it
position.
for your street sanitation and
Yeah,
stuff.
both of them have cell phone.
And clothing allowance.
He does too.
Right.
Street.
Yeah, street will.
Okay.
Yeah, street will, that's okay, so both of them. So we have a motion, we need a motion to go forward, hiring both individuals and with cell phone stipend and clothing allowance.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Grish
So you're gonna
seconds.
get the names?
Oh, I can. Do I need to?
Yeah, we usually do.
You can tell them.
Pardon?
She can tell them now.
Yeah.
The street and sanitation department hired, his name is William, he goes by Cody Boyer. He comes from the city of Seymour. And then we have a code enforcement officer, and his name is William, he goes by BJ Best.
And, the street, Cody, he does live in Scott County.
Yeah.
So he's a Scott County board that's working up with Seymour Municipal. And both have been vetted and look like very good hires. So, with that said, we would accept a motion to hire both individuals.
I thought we already did that.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Several stipend, oh, yeah.
Do you want their cell phone stipend prorated for February? When will they start?
One of them starts tomorrow, and then the street department, he doesn't start till the 21st of the month, so.
So we have a week left, yeah.
I'd like the 21st one to just start March 1st.
Okay, yeah. But the one that's gonna have half a month prorate, we're just doing both.
I'd like both to start March 1st.
Okay.
The board's okay with that. The first one's part-time, so we don't know how much he's gonna get in anyway.
Okay.
That sounds good. We next have an electric department access. Ms. Keller, thank you very much. You have this one too?
No. Jill's
I
She's
just
like,
did.
no.
I'm done.
Willie contacted me. He has a utility flatbed that's damaged that he's contacted every department and asked if they have any use for it. No other department has any use for it. It's dented and stuff, but I'm sure, as everyone knows, someone has a use for it. So he's called around. I'm asking the board to declare this utility flatbed excess so we can get rid of it in his inventory. So if you will do that first for me.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Don Lewis makes the motion, Karen Gracious seconds, and get rid of it basically means, are we gonna put in the,
I would like it out of his inventory.
yeah, out of his inventory? Okay.
Yes.
So you're just pulling it out of his inventory?
Yes, it will no longer belong in his inventory.
Right.
Then if you'll get me rid of that one, I'll go.
Okay, all in favor of that, say aye.
Right.
We have a motion and a second, okay? So all in favor, say aye.
Right.
This is unanimous there, okay, go ahead.
Now, Willie has contacted TC Auto and showed him this utility flatbed, and they would like to purchase this for $999.99, which is legally under the $1,000 threshold from our legal counsel. So I'm asking that the board will let Willie sell this, and you all approve the sale to TC Auto for $999.99 for the utility flatbed.
I'll make, you made a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Who made it?
What was Willie
You
here?
made it?
No, he left. He had to go.
Is it just a flatbed?
It's a dented red flatbed.
Okay, so
Yeah.
steel, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, did somebody make the motion?
Yeah,
You, Tom made the motion,
Karen.
Karen seconded. Okay, any questions, comments, concerns? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Right.
Aye. Unanimous, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next thing we have is the CGI banner agreement, and this is the one and only Carmen Moulton.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Words of no reply.
I guess I could,
Surprise.
So,
Tell what you found, Bill.
okay, I didn't find it, Jill found it, but this is,
Sorry about that, Jim.
That's okay. I was busy, so I
I took
asked
it.
Carmen to take the
yeah, I
call.
took a meeting for Jill, and basically there's a company, they make banners for businesses and stuff typically, but they have a program where they work with the governments, and you all know how we have kind of banners on our streetlights. They provide this to the city for free, but they meet up with local businesses to see to sponsor it. So basically this is what some of them look like. They would have a banner. It would say it's a 3-year program free to us. We get a set of banners each year, and each banner can be changed. So our first year we were thinking we'd probably do a Scottsburg Proud logo, so they would look, we would have them design, and then it would look something like this, where it has our design and then a sponsor area for any businesses that they find to support it. It's totally free to the city. Even if they don't find any businesses to sponsor, they make the commitment that it's still free. The company covers all the installation, all of the hardware needed to install them, and they also cover insurance. So, yeah, so it's basically kind of a pole rental agreement. We have to commit at least 25, and I believe we have those around the square. The mayor was concerned because we do have an agreement with the high school to, put up our graduates and stuff. And at that time, we can move these, our Parks Department can move them to say some of the areas in the parks and stuff to where they're still up somewhere. So we're just asking for permission for the mayor to sign a contract. It's a very basic contract. Josh has already approved it, just saying we can do this. And we'll get it going. We're hoping we can get it done before the Mayberry Festival. So we have some local businesses kind of being highlighted during that. So.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Karen Gracious makes the motion to approve this. Is there
Second.
Tom seconds that. Are there any questions about this? I just want you to know that we are not abandoning our students here.
No.
The students will be on there. And another thing we've looked at is the possibility of finding veterans and being able to put their faces and names up as well. So with that said, all in favor say aye.
Right.
Aye. Unanimous, thank you very much. Next is the Extol contract.
Thank you, Carmen.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Carmen, so very much.
No problem.
The Extol contract is, the one thing that I have done poorly is communication. And I come from a business background, and I'm about going after what needs to be done. What Extol is that it is a media company that will keep our people up to date as to what is going on. And You have any pictures up there,
Our
Joe?
people is
Our
the city employees or the
No,
citizens?
the citizens of Scottsburg. So we have, there are different things, there'll be podcasts, there'll be magazines, there'll be
A lot of social media.
a lot of social media.
They'll go out in the public, get some videos with some public members.
You know, several cities have hired media people. And so instead of paying a salary, this course is less money. And, very reputable company. We vetted them, they're very good. So what questions do you have?
So what, we hire this company and they put it on, is that?
We hire this company and they will then begin taking care of all of that as far as they have connections with the local stations. They have a magazine of their own. It's being put out. We're wanting to advertise as well in the Red Lowell area for housing here. So we feel that some of that will accomplish some of that goal as well, just so people can see Scottsburg. Like we said, we want to be the very best bedroom community of Louisville, Kentucky we can be, and that's kind of where this outreach is going. This is a New Albany company, and very.
Don't they have a magazine or something like,
Yeah,
I've seen that name before.
Yeah,
Is this a yearly contract?
I'm sorry.
Yearly contract?
Is it? I mean, I read through this just 1 year.
It's just one.
Just 1 year. Yeah, year at a time. It renews annually. So,
If we like it, we can
yeah,
read it.
and it was in your packet, I believe, as well. So, but we vetted them. I'm impressed with them, and so. Further questions? I'd accept the motion to go forward with this contract.
I'll make that motion.
Tom Lewis makes the motion. Is there a
And I'll
second?
second.
Karen Bishop seconds. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you very much. The next thing we have is an award cleaning contract. This is kind of annual, we put this out, and we have one that has, we have one here. Just this.
Yeah. We put out an RFP to get cleaning quotes, and we received 4 back. So I'd like to ask the board that they make a recommendation that the council, or the Board of Works, accept the lowest responsible and responsive bidder, which is Dust Busters Cleaning Services. And I'd like to have them start March 1st.
Is that the same one that's cleaning now?
No,
Different.
yeah, it is a different one.
I'll make the motion that we approve Dust Busters Cleaning Services.
Tom makes a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Karen Bishop seconds that. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous, thank you. Thank you very much. Next thing we have is from Jan Hardy, our claim approval.
Yes, I would be open for a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
Karen Bishop makes a motion.
I'll second.
Tom Lewis seconds. Any other questions or about any of the claims? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, unanimous.
Okay, I have one more thing that Jerry Asher brought to me, and if we pay this before April, we do get a discount. This is where we have the lake treated, like we've been doing for the past 3 or 4 years. It's with Aquatic Control, and it is, for the year, it's $8,663.
That guy on it.
Yes, yes. And if we pay it early, we get a discount, which would make the payment of $8,403.11. So I would ask approval for us to go ahead and pay this and save
What was the differences again? 8,000.
the total, if we pay before April 1st, is $8,403.11. It's like a 3% discount.
$200 this
Eighty, yeah, yes.
$200 is $200.
You want that lake clean over in your area, don't you, Karen?
Yeah.
Well, this is the one that, if you remember, we had a turnover, but that wasn't due to anything type of chemical. When we first came in office, we had it got a lot of, I forget what it was, kind of a green, and they came in, they said, if we come in, you either got a choice of having a lake or a swimming pool, it'll kill all your fish. So we ended up hiring this company. We tried to limited treating, and then the next year we treated, so we didn't have the green all over everything. So, and they maintain it, and even though they come back between their training periods, or not training, but treating periods, then they do that at no charge. So, they've been a good company to work with, and we haven't had any other issues like that.
Okay, so you need a motion to approve
Motion
payment?
to approve going forward.
Make that
Because
motion.
this one was
I'll
not.
second.
So Tom makes a motion, Karen versus seconds the aquatic control.
And for the mayor to sign,
Yes.
so,
Okay,
here.
all right, so we'll get that signed. What else do we have for today?
I don't have
Legal counsel doesn't have anything? Chief?
Nope, we gave it.
Huh?
We already gave it.
Can you give any type of comment on the Scottsburg basketball? Do you ever go to a game there?
I've been to a couple.
You have been a couple? Well, you have nothing?
No, sir.
Okay. Anybody have anything?
I've got a lamp that is over by the financial building in the parking lot, and it's leaning, and it's just laying there. It's a big lamp, and I don't know.
Street light?
I don't know what it is. I
Okay.
don't know where it comes from, and I didn't know if it was the city.
Well, I'll tell you what, we need to make a work order, and we'll go investigate this. That's why I really want to go to make sure we have a work order and everything. If we have work orders, it'll get done. If you just call and say, hey, need deal. So yes, so we'll get a work order, Wayne will get that for you, and we'll get somebody to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Where's it at?
I don't know if it's the cities or where it
Where
comes
was
from
it?
or anything. It's a
The
big
address,
piece of iron and a lamp that's leaning up against the building,
Okay, what building we're at?
financial, Democrat building.
you know the address?
I can get it.
Okay. Anything else?
Sorry, do you
Yes.
take, Melanie, do you take requests for streetlights that are out?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Okay, the one next to my house is been out, and I thought they fixed it, but it's still out.
Simply if you have a poll number, we always,
I looked for a poll number and I didn't find it.
okay?
It's
What's
right
your
across
Would
the
you
address?
give her
street
her
from my
address?
house. Huh?
Well,
It's
I'll
on
look it
Nicole
up.
Lane.
You don't have to give your
Yeah.
address. I'll look it up.
It's right across the street from our house.
Jan had something as well.
Yes, the question I have for the board is currently, back to the Extol contract, we have an agreement with Design Effects that was for the website. Is this to include that, or does that stop with hiring this Extol?
We have not talked to Design Effects about that, but it will probably exclude it.
We just need direction because of the payment that comes in February, so
Right,
that's why
right.
my office needs direction.
And at this point, this extol will probably take the place of that. And they're being hired to handle all of our communications.
Is there gonna be a wrap? Let's say, if you don't pay this bill,
I would say the February bill would be paid, this company will probably,
And do they, okay, they take over on March the 1st?
yeah.
Is that the way? Okay,
okay.
so after March, then that would stop, okay.
What else do we have for today? Hearing nothing, do we have a motion?
Nope.
Karen makes a motion.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.